Ilu Ilu, given I have no idea how to do it, or never tried, I will try and explain my thought process about low spending in Tales of Wind, and hope help some of the low spenders too by doing so. And yeah, let's jump into it. I will try to basically bring it down to a couple of segments, like basic stats, cards, for Warmount, Awakening and stuff, and hopefully make timestamps so everyone can jump to whatever part they are interested into. And let's start with the physical basic stats. So it's P attack, I'm missing like 78. Probably if I reroll one stat, I'm gonna break the magical barrier of 50,000. Accuracy is whatever, pick it basically along the way if I can. Strength quite high because I play Berserker. Like the defense stats are quite inflated because yeah, high vitality and stuff. Tenacity is gonna be higher than other classes because Berserker has a lot of Warmount nodes or Awaken nodes in his like Stigma tree. So by traveling you get like 100 and something, just like mages get coercion. Coercion is quite high. It's gonna get lower because I have a lot of ignore defense I don't need, but I'm in middle of transition from Springs to Egwins, so I'm gonna drop it by 14%, and I'm gonna have like 103, and then I'm gonna think about what to change to basically get it to the round number of 100, maybe some more if I get like Shining Meloetas. Damage X quite high for the low spenders. Most of the people I think have like 4.2 or something like that. Damage, like I don't really get damage boost anywhere, so it's just on 100%. Crit rate, aiming to get 200, maybe more. Crit damage, I don't really care about that stat, no one should. You just get it if you can. If you can get like any other stat that is basically counting toward damage, let's see, like attack to bosses, damage to bosses, bonus damage to targets with debuffs, high HP, execute, like anything else, like any of those, execute damage, basically like any of those four. If you can get, you probably skip the crit damage because crit damage scales worse, like way worse. So yeah, let's jump into the special attributes, like all attributes, P attack, percentage. It's basically I got a couple of cards from gold boxes, and that's why I have those stats. P attack, it's basically like Steven and something else, I would assume 2%, so it has to come from somewhere. Damage to boss, it's basically like on my emblems, one card and that's it. Bonus damage to target with debuff. Games feeds us this stat. I don't know why Tales of Wind loves this stat, but it's just basically like the best equipment card has this stat on it. Damage to target with high HP. It's gonna be this low until we get Black Cat. Like in next level cap, we're gonna be able to basically snipe those in treasure. So that's when this stat is gonna go up. For now it's 2% because I refuse to use Demon Goblins. Execute damage, it's Cheryl, something else, but yeah. Those stats gonna be more popular in later. Maybe Genki if I get lucky. Warmount stats, all I care about is damage increase. Warmount damage increase, because if you sit on the mount, basically all your skills are affected by this. The Warmount skill and everything else, it's getting scaled with this too. Resonance, for resonance, basically whatever I can get because I don't invest in the Monopoly event because I can't. So it's just basically like blue and purple books. And I think that's it for the basic overview of the stats. Yeah. So I'm gonna record the equipment part. Because the last one I did was like 9 minutes and it could basically be a video in itself. So I'm gonna do a short version. For equipment, I enchant via the free games that I get from Battle Pass. So I get guaranteed enchant. So it's slow, but it's working for me. Why? Because purification, we need that to basically attempt gate. And the higher you get, the easier it gets to basically get carried, quote unquote. Or basically get carried on the higher floors. Because you don't drag the team and yeah, you have the purification required. Emblems, I have the basic stats on it. Damage to boss, attack to boss, boss damage reduction, because I spent like 100,000. Didn't get a rage boost and sword strike, I think. Lines, so I just kept the basic stats. For the head, is basically damage to debuffs. Why? Because if you get demon bonfires for with the crit and crit rate, and you have like 2 slots and no good cards, it's basically this one is gonna be better for the damage than anything else you can get at the moment in the game, unless you get like a good card. But the low spenders, like we don't really get good cards because Tales of Wind hates us. Weapon cards, Dexter, everything else is whatever until we get better cards. Soon we gonna get better cards. Gloves is whatever attack lines you can get. Armor pieces is Meloetta for me, Nebula, Steven and Egwin for now. And Steven's gonna go to assist when Black Cats arrive. It's in a 1 level. Talisman is whatever I can get for now. I think the Argos for the Eternia, and everything else gonna probably slowly move to assist. This one is quite good because it's like the 1 card we can get as a free to play. That's actually providing something. What else? Accessories, I put all my free spirals into accessories. For I lost myself. For Ansel, to unlock all the slots. Then I'm probably gonna move to Carve. But I think it's gonna be a year before I finish that. Lines are... This is meh. Ring, I'm trying to get 5 lines, and bracelet I'm still rerolling on like other accessories while I can, every week. Maybe I get something better. Luminous Wardrobe, I slotted everything I can just to get more BR, because every costume you slot is 600 BR and some attack. I get 25 attack, and I think for 2-star one you get 40 attack. I don't know why is it. Oh yeah, recovery, attack 40 in depth, blah blah blah. So yeah, and here you get stats too for the fashion. So every costume that I don't have, I just basically collect until I get level 70. And that's it for the equipment part. Sum up the Soulpearls real quick. If you have questions, you can ask me, because it's not a guide, I'm just gonna do an overview. One mount probably, maybe Guardian, let's see. Soulpearls, Nymphas, the bread and butter. Amaterasu, I'm doing it as I can. HP, this one is Black Cat on the mages and assassins. And this one is Skeleton, the one that delays your death. I enchant those because it gives attack. And Warsong, Bats I must have. Nerifia because I play PvP and I like to support my team. and this gives attack as well, so I enchanted those as much. Why 19 not 20? Because the 20 enchant doesn't give attack, so I just left it there. I don't really need the 450 BR that it gives, but basically nothing. Rebirth, I recently just unlocked all the pages. I focus mostly on the attack ones, and when it comes to advance, I advance them to purple 2, because like purple 3 gives 1% defense and I don't really need that at the moment. Die only where I don't have enough BR requirement, and that skills me, not my defense, because it's quite high. For the war mount, let's start with the mech. What I look for on the mech is attack lines and damage increase, as I said before. If I get damage increase quite high and I don't have attack, I don't really care, but other parts have attack, damage bonus on one mount, on 2 war mounts, or what is it? Damage reduction while mounted is quite good too. Damage increase, one mount damage increase. That's the main stats I'm looking for. I've been re-rolling it, but I'm not quite lucky. I have to re-roll all of them. For the war mount, it's basically like a standard war mount. All stats I carry is crit rate and crit damage, strength. Everything else, like every single piece gives like defensive stats, not really important for me. For the war medals, I just level them evenly. For the polish, I'm gonna change polish when I hit entitle hero 4 and I unlock the second page. 112, 11 corrosion, it's okay for me right now. Other than that, fuse level 31, a level is 148. Those basically come passively. Once I hit 30, I stopped really investing in this page, because it's quite a lot of silver stars and not a lot of attack increase. Warstone, quite high. Some luck on some. Unfortunately, I don't have like 7 shiny stars, but yeah, working whatever I can. This, I think it goes to level 4 max, so eventually, with some luck, I'm gonna hit it. Mech process. This, I'm gonna start buying what is it called, purple eggs for the process, because it gives quite a lot of damage eggs, but it's a slow grind for me. Stars for the mech comes from like fanfare for me, and it's a slow grind. Arcane cannon, whatever, you get it basically via weekly currencies, and that's it. Evolve, if you get lucky in a Zod, you can increase it. That's what I do. I don't spend on this because I have other places to do it. Guardians, I get 2000 attack, 2500, something like that, total. What Guardians I have is basically like 3 basic read ones that I get from Hero Pass, and the golds I picked along the way from various events like the anniversary, and this one I got fairly early in the game via Fancy Heart, so I just left it there. Fairy, level 90, and I got bored of it. It's too much spirals for the little stats it gives. Awaken is a different story. Basically, Awaken, this I maxed us up. I'm working on the Raid Burst, basically 7th skill, because it's the most skill used by every single class that I like and play. So this and that is bread and butter for me. The middle one and the second is probably gonna be the next one I work on. Maybe the 6th in the future for the Kensei. But yeah, like if I get 2 fancies, it's basically I get Rage Burst. If I get 1 fancies, I go to Stigma books. My Stigma looks like this: 5, 7, 5. I'm missing 1 book to enchant this and increase damage of damage taken by the target by 6 from 3. So that's what I said. I like to play be a support and still do damage. So that's how I do it. Second patch is level 5 and 1. I'm gonna get them both to 5, maybe 6 before I invest in anything else, because those are the main skills that loads the Stigma, and that's what I care about. So I get more damage, but because for now my Stigma loads very slow, and I want to fix that. Passive tree. Passive tree is basically for me whatever free BR I can get, so I go 10, 10, 10 most of the time. 40 here because it's increased physical damage. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Like the purple nodes are just trash. So I went down on the tree. And damage reduction, I'm gonna max it probably after the transformation, just to be beefier. And 10, 10, 10, 20 here, because I needed to spend some points on the tree, so I'm able to invest here. That's what I'm maxing. Then I'm probably gonna make some levels, finish those, and move back in my tree to the reductions, attack and stuff. That's basically it. Runes, I don't really have good runes. I think I have like 1 decent rune. So yeah, like all I care about for the runes is basically this skill, Earth Strike. Everything else is if I can get crit rate and coercion, good. If I can get crit damage and no coercion, that's good. If I can get coercion and crit damage, the yellow ones is whatever damage I can get. Ideally damage X, but like this, damage X. Yeah, that's for the skills. Well, Startrail, real quick. I just finished this one for damage to boss. And then I got like golden here, purple, purple. And then I moved here to get to monkey. I'm slowly working to it, or like I buy crystals from battle passes and just put it here until I get monkey. Probably will max monkey or purple it and move back here so I can finish the execute damage, damage to high and damage to debuffs. Then probably gonna move back and max the rat like everything, basically every second one, because it gives the offensive stats. For this page I'm working on Crane for the Assault 4. Then I'm gonna move to Firewall level 4. That's it. What else? Relic Blessing. We just had 1 season when we could roll, so it's like 35k. But as a free-to-play you don't really get a lot to interact with the system, so it's just whatever. Guild. Guild training. Get hit, crit resistance, like damage X, attack, attack, attack. And this, but after I finish this I'm probably gonna move to income, max this one. So with all of this we are sitting on 69th place. What do I define by low spender is this amount of spirals every month. It's not even spirals, it's just packages. I buy Hero March, Battle Pass, and the monthly, and I do my spending on Roulette week. Why? So I get like free tickets, and usually it's enough to get 250 spins, which I'm gonna do in this video too. And what I use from the shop of spirals, I mean the lucky event, is awakening related. So basically if I get 2 fancies I get this, so I can make rage burst. If I get only one, the guaranteed one, I'm just gonna buy a Stigma grimoire. With the yellow ones I'm still using it for the small Stigma books. Later on I'm probably gonna move back to accessories, so the Star Sand. But for now I need my Stigma to load faster, so yeah, I think that's everything. Now we go and spin. This one I have to do in one take, so it's gonna be trash. So what we're aiming for is 250 spins for the guaranteed fancy. If I get lucky, then cool. If I don't get lucky, then I'm still gonna get increases. Let's see. 300 spirals. Ba, ba, ba. $300 spirals again. So it's that thing gonna get us to 250. Let's see how much can I buy. Can I get more? No, just 100. It's 200 more. Oh my god. It's gonna be probably a next month without 1% or something else. Yeah, no fancy yet. 20 more spins until guaranteed fancy. Do this. And now I have 1200 spirals. I have enough for one book of Stigma, but if I roll 50 more times, might get more. Yeah, 50 stars. There we go. Let's do a one slow spin. 300 spirals. Okay, that's a lot of 300 spirals. I get 600, so 2 small books. Okay, do we want to spin more or no? No, I don't think so. I'm not gonna get, I mean, do I get 2 here? No, probably not. Okay, so that's it for my spinning. Let's go to Happy Shop. I got 1 fancy, so as I said, 1 fancy means I'm gonna max the Stigma grimoire. And I need 1 small Stigma grimoire for the second page. And let's do this, this. So now it's 6% damage increase. And here, other than that, we're gonna spend the let's do the accessories. Maybe I get something. It's gonna be 150 and rest. Let's get shells because I'm too lazy. So yeah, if I would get 1 lucky fancy, I would spend it on Rage Burst, but I didn't get lucky, so we just get the guaranteed enchant. And now that we are here, where the moonlight thingies went, here. 3 more, 2 more. Let's hit 1 accessory. 2 and 2. And enchant. And bam. And level 18 fire. Nice! That's actually increase in damage. So yeah, that's it for my account. Try to keep it short, but if you would like to hear me ramble about something else extensively, let me know in the comments maybe. And Pride's out.